yesterday I had laryngitis. My voice was coming out real squeaky like this. It was really funny. But what I am wanting to talk to you about today is things that you can do. If you're at home, you have a chronic illness, maybe you probably have kids and a hubby at home. I have some activities that you can do to kind of take a break with yourself. You know, they're solitary. It's not just watching mindless TV or cooking or doing any of that stuff that you normally do every day. These are fun things that most people do not do every day unless, well, maybe a couple of them, but the mainstream, especially if you got a chronic illness or chronic pain and you got kids, I know that you are taking care of them and then basically almost just passing out on the couch or whatever, or going to bed, and you're just in pain, you're tired, you can't do anything else. Well, I have some activities here that you can say, okay, I'm going for some me time for an hour, nobody bug me, or other than that, you can actually get in the car, go drive to an empty parking lot, do these activities, and then get in your car and drive back. There's nobody around. Right in here with these. The first one is reading. If you like to read, now this is not just generic reading. What I am recommending is what I read, because I used to read a lot. I mean, like long novels. I read all the Harry Potter books. I read each Harry Potter book I read in a day. Now, as you know, they start off small and they got bigger and bigger, longer and longer. And I still read the thickest one in one day. I can't do that now. What are you talking about? You're crazy. There's just no way that I could do anything like that. However, there's this magical, beautiful genre of books called cozy mysteries. Now, for example, I was telling my mom about this, and she was like, I don't like those, but really what they are is like, if you watched Hallmark movies and mysteries and you got all those little mysteries on there, that's what these are, only they're better. Those Hallmark movies can be pretty cheesy. Even though we love them, they are still pretty cheesy, and the acting's not always great. But these books, they're fun. You get to read all of the ones in a complete series, because you can start with the first one, and they're all under $5 each. Most of them are free or 99 cents. And as a matter of fact, I would recommend you go to the Kindle page to download Kindle ebooks, and then search for cozy mysteries, and then when that goes to the page, then search for free, because you can get a ton of them for $0. Now, they're shorter, they're easy to read, they typically have animal in it, and then the woman is the hero of the story, and so they're just really fun. They're a lot of fun. The other thing you can do is listen to audiobooks while you're doing any type of mindless tasks. Even before you go to bed at night. I tried that one time, and I was like kind of drifting off into sleep land, and I could still hear the story in my head, and it was like being read a story when I was looking. It was kind of cool. So, okay, now the next one is not watching TV. However, if you have Netflix or Amazon Prime or Hulu or anything, you can start one of your old favorite TV series from the beginning, if they're on there, of course. But you can start watching them from the beginning, watch a couple episodes a day or whatever, and just kind of have like your own little fun time with it, you know. Just be like, and especially if it's an older series that you got to watch earlier in your life, you know, years ago, then that just makes it more fun too. And next is, if you don't do these two activities, I would recommend trying them, and especially do for like a very short amount of time at first. And the first one, I don't want you to hurt yourself, but yoga. You can try to do some yoga. Now, if your doctor has already recommended this and you're doing it, then you understand, you know, the importance of it. However, are you doing it? Are you actually doing the yoga positions? I know I like to say that I'm doing yoga, but I'm only actually doing it half the time. So it's very, very hard to have the self-discipline to actually make yourself do the yoga. But believe me, it is worth it. And the second thing is meditation. It goes right along with that. Meditation can be just simply sitting still and breathing and letting your body naturally breathe in and out, and in and out. That's all you got to do. You can also, if you're a Christian or any other type of religion that and you're devout, you know, whatever, you can pray. Use it for praying every day. Sit in stillness for like 5 minutes. That's all it takes. And that will restore those oxygen breaths. That will help to restore your chronic issues, some of them. My mom and I both like this one, adult coloring books. You can actually, and I think I mentioned this on a previous video, you can actually go to tons of different sites and download coloring pages. Sometimes if you hit the right site, you can download a whole binder's worth, which would be like 50 designs or whatever. Yeah, you can order books and have them sent to you, but you can also color them. Either this gives you the opportunity to color them on the computer, one, if you're a creative type. Number two, which creative type, you're probably already doing it. Number two, you can just print out what you want to color. And you don't have to have like the whole book laying around. So that's fun. I like to do those. And on the same, going for the next step from that is puzzle books. I love Sudoku. I love crossword puzzles and word search. All of those are just so much fun. So if you like to do puzzles, you can find electronic versions of them if you do them on your phone or an iPad or even on a laptop, or you can order them and they're cheap. I can tell you that Penny Dell, I think, is the brand name for the books for the Sudoku books that I love. You can actually get a subscription to those suckers, and they send you one every 2 weeks. It's really fun. One a week, 1 or 2 weeks, I don't know, something. I haven't done that yet, but I will. The next one is playing video games. When I say playing video games, now, I do have a PS2. I know, so old, but I love it. I love that I have something that is a little on the retro side, because that's kind of what I am, is a little bit on the retro side. So, I love to play. I play one game really well in that, because I have found that the strategy games where you have to know button combinations and all the 2 joysticks and like 4 or 5 alternate buttons that you can push while you're doing a joystick. I mean, I can't remember all that. I don't know about you, but that stopped my video gaming pretty quick. However, there is another video gaming that I love to do. I do it on the laptop, and that is hidden object games. Now, let me just tell you something right here. You might not even know about this. A lot of hidden object games, a lot of games that you play online, you can play them for free, But here's the thing, I get turned off by that because there's ads, and those ads can be so annoying, especially when you're in the zone playing a video game. So here's what you can do. This is a very low cost, it's not free, but it's a low cost solution. Bigfish Games, and just click the link, it'll be in the description box. You get 1 video game a month for $6.99, and a lot of them are under $10 that you can pay for. Some of them, they'll have like the deluxe versions or the bundles. Those can get above $10, but they're really good. They're PC games. You can play them right on your PC, and they can last for hours. They're so much fun. I have an old laptop that I put it on, that it still runs this gaming platform perfectly, and there's no ads, and they're just so much fun. I love them. Okay, now the next thing that I want to mention is watch YouTube. Learn something new. There's Skillshare. I'll have a link below for that. And there is there's something, a website called Coursera. I will have a link down in the description box for that. And of course on YouTube. You can learn anything new just by watching some videos. I actually learned a really cool technique to journal that was 3 videos on Skillshare. I mean, it was 5. I don't know, one or the other. And it was actually pretty cool and very easy to remember. That's the thing. You don't have to, these are things that you don't have to really put a lot of your brain power into. And that way it makes it easier to take and easier to digest. Crochet. This is kind of like, if you don't know how to do it, you can learn it on YouTube, but I have started crocheting. Actually, I've started watching the videos and learning to crochet. I haven't actually done it yet because I got to get out everything and, you know, whatever. I normally have laptops in my way, not yarn. So in my personal space. But anyway, something like that. Knitting, crocheting, apparently it's pretty popular. But those are things. And one last thing is the journaling. All you really have to do, and this is a really cool tip, I journaled for a long time and I didn't even think about this, but just write down what you're grateful for. Gratitude it opens your heart, it opens your, it just opens all of the good parts of your body. Just like, oh, I'm grateful for this, and this is really nice. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it is hard as shit. I wake up every morning and the first thing I think of is, oh, I hurt. I just hurt. And it's so hard to take. Then I have days like yesterday where I had a really good day. I had makeup on. It was a pain taking it off, though. Let me tell you, I had to wash my face 3 times, and I didn't think I was wearing that much makeup. Jeez. So anyway, but see, like today, I look really tired, and I look about 10 years older than what I looked like yesterday. It was crazy. My mom kept looking at me, and she's going, "You just look so nice. I can't believe it. You just look so nice." And she said, "I just love it." It said I looked so much younger and all of that. So anyway, those are some things that you can do during this quarantine, because I know the other reason that there's solo activities is because I know as much as you love your family, you probably don't like being stuck with them 24/7. Just practice on these and let me know in the comments if you think about anything new that you can add to this list. So thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Hit this. I know I look so cheesy when I do that. Hit the subscribe button, the bell for notifications of when I put out a new video, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.